Hey guys, welcome back. We got an exciting episode today. We're going to try something kind of fun. This is fixing my number one rule. Okay, I learned this number one rule when I was a very young kid, and the rule is never park your bike behind a vehicle. And let me show you why. Okay, here we have the reason you never park your car behind a vehicle. Because they get run over. A lot of people don't look behind them when they're backing up, and if they do, they're probably not going to see a bicycle wheel. But what you see here is a heavily damaged wheel. Most people would just throw this away, and to be honest with you, that's probably what's going to happen, but we're going to give a shot at fixing it. You see that it's sprung out quite a bit because it bent so hard. There's not any broken spokes. There are several bent spokes. That one's probably the worst. But all we got to lose is a little bit of time. Today's Saturday, so I thought we'd give it a shot. This belongs to a buddy of mine. And let's see what happens. We'll show you how we do it. I'll show you my thoughts. There's no book on how to do this, so I thought I'd make a video and see what happens. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, first thing I'm going to do is let all the air, any remaining air, out of the tire. And then after all, I'm satisfied it's flat enough, I'm going to take the tire off. That should do it. Get the tire off and see what we can do here. So, what I want to point out here is we aren't going to make this like a race bike wheel, okay? All we need to do is get this thing where it's rideable and safe. That's the two things, rideable and safe. That's all we need. All right. That's funny. That is funny. You see right here, the spokes are sticking out. So that wheel's got to go that way. And it's bent in both directions. This part's got to come this way, and this part's got to come this way. Okay? This way and this way. So my thoughts are, this is obviously not even going to fit in a truing stand. So here's what we're going to do. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is make it's not a truing stand, but I'm going to screw two 2x4s to my bench. I'll show you, it'll make sense here in a minute. Okay, and then that wheel's going to fit in there hopefully like that. I'm going to put one over the top. Just see what happens. All right. I'll zoom you in there. All right, so this side's the worst. We're going to start with it. And what we've done here, you can see, is we're going to see if that'll flex. It's going pretty easy. Look at that. That's already. I'm a little surprised at how easily that went. We're getting a whole lot better, ain't we? All right, let's go right here. See that spoke that was sticking out? Get that, it's called a rim strip. We're going to, well, it's actually pinched that rim strip a little bit. We'll get that over the spoke. Still caught under there. There we go. There we go. This spoke here, let's see if we can straighten that dude. That's right. That right there is where we need to do our most moving. Focus that. Still pretty bad. So where we're at is it starts about right here at this spoke and ends about right at that spoke, and they're each pulling in different directions. This guy here, he's the problem. So we want to put these as our end points, like that. Okay, and you got to go. What you got to do when you're bending metal like this. So when you're bending metal, when you bend it right like this, okay, it's not going to stay. When you let go, it's not going to stay right there. So you're going to bend it like this, and when you let go, it's going to come back a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to bend it a little further than you want, so when it flexes back, it's where you want it. It's still pretty bad from here. Okay, I think we got to make an adjustment to our jig. Okay, at this point, I think we have achieved rideable and safe, but why not see if we can't get it just a little bit better? And amazingly, so when you true the wheel the right way, you want to keep this hub in the center of this wheel. Okay, you don't want it offset one direction or the other. And then you also want it centered in the wheel. You want this centered in here for certain bikes. Some bikes will be offset, but for this case, we want it centered. Okay, we want this in the center of this. Okay, or actually the other way around. We want this centered in this. And what I expected to happen was that this would be offset quite a bit because of the looseness of those spokes, how badly it was bent. But actually, we have achieved pretty close to what we wanted. So I'm going to play with it a little more and find out which of these spokes could be a little tighter, like that one. See that spoke? So what that's telling me, because this spoke ties in on this side, that wheel probably needs to go that way. So that's going to tighten that spoke. And if you look, the wheel is moved this way. It needs to go that way. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with it. Again, let me state this one more time. What we're going for is not perfection. It is rideable and safe. And I don't want to go too far to where I break anything. I don't have a truing stand that fits this small of a wheel. So I'm just kind of doing it with materials that a lot of people have in their garage, okay? So if you back over your kid's bicycle, this is how you could go about fixing it if you wanted to. Here's our result. Okay, it's rideable, and at this point it's still safe. All the spokes are fairly tight, as to be expected. And I think that's going to work out great. All right, so thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We're getting really close to that 200th subscriber. We'd love it if you stick around and watch some more of our videos. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.